G'day guys, Wes from Unsealed. So on our next little video, heat shrink. It is arguably the singly greatest thing in the world since sliced bread or mud terrain tires. Look, it's one of those things, it turns you into an instant professional when you use it. Your stuff just looks really good. And it also is a lot neater and a lot safer than using just electrical tape. So without any further ado, let's get into how to use it, what it does, how it works. So heat shrink, guys, is quite possibly the singly greatest thing in the world. This is a bit of heat shrink here. Can't tell what it's made out of. All I know is that you heat it up and it shrinks and insulates things, holds things together, and makes things look really pretty. Basically instant expert type stuff, much better than using a bit of electrical tape. So what you want to do, find some heat shrink that's pretty close diameter to your wire, as close as you can get it, and interestingly enough for what we're doing here, is big enough that it will go over the terminal we've just put on the wire. So cut yourself off an appropriate length, slide it down here. Interestingly enough, if you're joining wires, make sure you put the heat shrink on first. Otherwise you'll have two joined wires and no way to put the heat shrink on. Ask me how I know. I only do it every second time I solder wires together. So from there, all we need to do is get our really dinky little lighter here. Interestingly enough, you can also use your soldering iron. So on the gas ones, you've got your little port here. This little port just there puts out a metric crap ton of heat that you can use to heat your heat shrink. But I'm going to use a lighter. So as I said, bring it down, cover the bit of wire that comes through there. Put it about there. It should still give us a pretty good contact. Don't go too far up, otherwise you won't get a good contact when you bolt this down to something. All right, that is all bad. So you want to come back to about there. And then it is just a matter of holding a lighter under it. If you're using a normal lighter, not a little jet lighter like this jobby, just be mindful you don't put the actual flame on it because it will burn. And when you are putting heat to this, be pretty quick. Because again, it will burn, it will catch on fire, and it looks terrible. But like that, all right, we have just heat shrinked a terminal. It is the greatest stuff in the world. You can use it for everything from doing terminals, once you've connected two wires together, when you put some spaghetti insulation over it, anything you want, or some conduit, you can use that to clean up the job and make it look really good. So it gives you an extra layer of insulation against anything else that could possibly arc on, and does the job really bloody well.